This is a McLouis Fusion 360, and if you've been on the channel for a while, you're probably thinking we've already filmed one of these, but actually I have, but they've revamped it. So we're having another look, because quite a lot has changed, and it starts with the graphics on the outside. There's an entirely new graphics package on here. In fact, this model is so new that this is just a prototype. The production ones are coming shortly, and it's going to have the new cab on it because they're changing the Fiat base chassis. So it'll gain things like front fog lights and that kind of stuff. Now it's fractionally under 7 meters. It's a big vehicle, this one, and yet it's 3,500 kilograms. And in fact, you can upgrade that to 3,650 if you want extra payload. Obviously, you then need a C1 license to drive it. With the 3,500, it's a standard car license. But it's a big vehicle for 3,500. That's excellent. Now on the outside here, we've got gas bottle locker down here. This is interesting. They've got a much bigger garage into them now. Look at this. If I undo both of those, I'll be able to open it, won't I? There we go. Check this out. This is massive. Now the interesting thing about this is that this ceiling is height adjustable. You can see these rams on the corners here, here and here. So this will drop down if you want it to give you a lower bed inside. I'll explain that a bit more when we go inside. And another thing we've got here is this infill cushion, and this little chap here, that's because there's the option to increase the sleeping to 5, and this has that option. Another thing they've done in here is put a 240 volt power socket. That wasn't there before. That's been added as well. So some quite useful upgrades on this, apart from just the cosmetics. If we go on round, we've got the reversing camera up there. And again, access to the garage is in through here. Cassette for toys in that one. TV aerial up on the top. And a little light over the door as well. And a drip rail to send the water around it. Excellent. Let's go on in, because this has also changed quite a bit. So what we've got here, well, for a start, we've got a bin on the inside of the door. We've also got a bug screen that comes across here. That's very helpful for obvious reasons. And in we go. So there's new flooring in here. There's new furniture in here. There's new upholstery in here. This has been freshened up considerably. It looks really, really smart. So all this is very different. Things like the upholstery on here now. It's really freshened it up. Let's go right up to the front first of all. Now again, I mentioned they're putting the new chassis under this one, so this dashboard will be upgraded in the production models. This is on the current Fiat model. This one's 140 horsepower with a 6-speed manual. There's going to be a 180 horsepower automatic option as well. Front seat swivel around. As you can see, we've also got things like the blinds. You can see it across there actually. It comes up to cover the windscreen, and we've got them in the side as well, so they come out of here. If I can reach it, there we go, and lift up like that, which is very good. So you've got the blinds on all the windows there, and of course on the skylight as well. So that's a big opening skylight. Blinds that come across, a bug screen one way, night screen the other. Excellent. So these, the way they finished this is new. It's a lot more modern, a lot more contemporary. We've got seat belts here, so you travel with 4, but there's an option of a 5th one, and this has it. So if you look around this side, what you can do with this seat is remove this section, and then this one goes around 90 degrees basically. You can just see the seat belt up in the top there, and that gives you rear facing seating there, and so that gives the ability to travel with 5, which is excellent. And with that conversion that we saw in the garage, you can make this into a single bed here to give you a bit of extra sleeping as well. I'll explain a bit more about the sleeping a little bit further on, but we're going to go around a bit further. First of all, I'm going to show you this TV bracket, so you can get your telly on there if you want to. And if you come right up here, then we've got power socket for that, we've got aerial socket for that. We saw the aerial up on the top. Truma heating is controlled from here, and then this is giving us things like battery voltage is there. We've got the water system on and off here. Lighting main override is here, temperature is here, all that kind of thing, all accessed from the control panel there. Very good, love this lighting. Do really well on the lighting on these. You can see it all around the place. It's very, very smart. More skylights about the place, and then your kitchen is over here. So what you've got here then, sink of course, 2-burner hob. But another thing that's changed on this is they used to have the oven up above the fridge. What they've done is moved it down there. It's a lot more convenient. Also means you can get a bit bigger fridge in as well, of course. So that's very good. Storage, as you can imagine, is tucked around all over the place. So this opens up like this. You could have that as a cutlery drawer, for example, if you wanted to. And there's storage then down underneath it. There's more storage tucked away in places like this for your pans, perhaps. And this is that fridge, like so. Decent size, isn't it? And here, big hanging rail. Look at that. That's fantastic. And you get more storage in underneath there. That one there takes you through into the garage, which is quite neat. And you can see here how that's that height adjustable bit. So this bed here, which of course is the ceiling of the garage, can be brought down to this sort of height. If you want it a bit lower, make it easy to get in that bed, you can do. If you want it higher, as it is at the moment, to give you maximum space in the garage, well then you have that option. There's another skylight up above here, storage of course in underneath here. We've got lighting, all nicely built in, usual sort of thing. Looks very, very good. Opening window of course, and little reading lights at the end. Brilliant. That's very good, isn't it? In fact, I think, yeah, netting underneath. So if you've got kids in there, you can close that off. I've noticed that little chap there, that's obviously what they go onto. Brilliant. Let's come back a little bit further. Another little change. We've added a spice rack here. Another little change. They've put a hanging rail in here. See this little chap up here? So when you come in from your lovely British summer walks, you can hang your coats up there and it drains into the shower. And it is a separate shower on this one. So you've got the doors here that come across, of course, and that keeps this area then dry. So rather than the wet room, you've got a separate shower, dry area here. That's really nice. The loo, as I'm sure you spotted for yourself, is there. Bits of storage about the place like this. And the sink and the mirror. And a bit more storage there. But again, the lighting in these, I love the lighting in here. Look at this. That's fantastic. So we've got sleeping for two at the back. We've got sleeping for one here. And I promised you 5. Well, there's 2 more right here. There we go, check that out. That's what that ladder that we saw in the garage is for, because that is another double bed. Really, really good size, as you can see. You've got lighting up here as well, so that's what these little chaps here are for. There we go, like so, the little built-in reading lights. They're excellent. And again, of course, we've got the netting then underneath here that comes up all the way around. So again, if you're using it for kids, keeps them nice and safe. And they hook onto these little chaps here. That's brilliant, isn't it? And that, my friends, is a very, very clever vehicle. Huge thanks to McLouis UK for organising that tour. It's been a really interesting one to take a look at, and huge thanks as ever to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.